As of November 1st, if you are 12 and older, you must be fully vaccinated if you enter places like this dance studio here in Toronto. Other regions like York Region are already enforcing this rule for youth sports programs. One business we spoke with says the decision was made too quickly and people are suffering.
They need these activities now more than ever. And it is emotionally devastating to have to tell a teenage dancer that she's no longer welcome at the studio.
On September 29th, York Region announced anyone 12 and older must be fully vaccinated to take part in indoor sports as of October 1st. Businesses and residents were given a 2-day notice to implement something even the province isn't asking for. York Region's Associate Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Richard Gould, says the move was necessary.
We had seen some cases in sporting events and in things like dance workshops, etc., where there was spread among the participants.
The co-owner of Stouffville Academy of Music and Dance, Tom Carter, says he's frustrated for a number of reasons.
Many high schools in York Region have arts programs that include dance. And those dancers are allowed to participate in their dance classes at school while unvaccinated, but they can't do so at their local dance studio in their small business. So it's that disconnect.
Carter adds he wishes the region was giving businesses a grace period. Meanwhile, Dr. Gould says the region isn't currently using strong enforcement measures, but more of an educational approach.
What we want in this kind of interim period of time is for the businesses to encourage their participants to either start their immunization or finish it off.
Unclear and worrisome, says Carter. With no timeline as to when this educational approach will come to an end, he doesn't want to take any chances with the risk of getting a hefty fine.
We think that providing a grace period and using that to educate on the benefits and allowing them to remain in their programs during that time, that would be your best opportunity to get those kids who are not yet vaccinated to do so.
Lee Newman, also a co-owner of the dance studio, says while majority of members at her academy are vaccinated, the ones who aren't will suffer because of this rule.
Having to miss, 5 or 6 weeks while you go through the whole entire vaccination process, in some cases, that's almost 20% of the season. You can't come back from that.
Dr. Gould says about 84% in this age group have already received 1 dose and over 74% have received 2 doses. The group that is affected is a small one. He also adds for those who don't have a vaccine, there are other ways of being active. The dance studio we spoke with says they find it frustrating that every time a person enters or exits their establishment, they have to ask for proof of vaccination, even if they know the individual is already vaccinated. With cooler weather approaching, they worry about long lineups outside and the additional pressure this puts on staff to enforce this rule.